Guys! Why don't we try to put up our resort? Nice idea. We have the money. We can chalk up our dreams. So, that's it. Who's with me? I'm in. Me too. You too? Wait. Okay. We have the plans, right? So, what's next? Planning! And then... organizing! Wait. How will we do that? Wait. Let me just get something.
Hey Laurie, what are you doing? 15. I'm taking photographs of stones. Laurie, what are you going to do with stones? I'm funny with stones. Then someday, I want a business that's talking about stones. I wonder what kind of business it is. You'll see. Have you answered the 17 million? Yes, I have. By the way, you are a financial specialist. 15, may I borrow your notes? Okay, let's start. Question number 1. What is organizing? Organizing. Definition of organizing. Organizing is the process of grouping together of men and establishing relationships among them, defining the authority and responsibility of personnel by using the company's other basic resources to attain predetermined goals or objectives. Organizing is the identification of the grouping of work to be done, the delegation of authority and responsibility to the employees, the establishment of relationships among the personnel in order to use the maximum advantage the company's basic material resources in the accomplishment of a common goal. Daw? Hindi ko naintindihan. Tingin ko, ang ibig sabihin niya, ang organizing daw, yung proseso ng pag-iisip ng mga dapat na posisyon na dapat sa isang business. Pero syempre, ibabatay natin yung mga posisyon sa kung anong business. Halimbawa, magkakaroon tayo ng business na restaurant. Ang ating mga posisyon na ilalagay, dapat yung ayon sa restaurant. Kailangan maglagay ng manager, ng chef, mga waiter, mga security guard. Tapos sila, bibigyan natin yung mga responsibilidad na kailangan nilang gampanan at saka authority. That's it. Sino ka na? Yes, that's right. Yun. We have discussed the definition of organizing. Now, let's proceed to the question number 2. What are the factors or fundamentals that should be considered in organizing? Jane, can you answer the question? Of course. Organizing as a process. Organizing as a process is considered several factors or fundamentals. First, the structure must reflect objectives and plans because activities of the organization are based on them. Second, the structure must reflect authority given to top and middle management. Third, organization structure, like any other plan, should reflect the external environment. And fourth, the organization must be managed. Groupings of activities and the authority of an organization structure must consider the people's limitations, customs, and traditions. Teka, total, napag-uusapan na rin naman natin ang organization. Ano nga ba ang organization? Batay sa aking pagkakaintindi, ang organization ay madaming meaning. Isa na dito yung nasa website. Sabi dito, ang organization daw ay isang executive structure ng business. Kumbaga, kung walang organization sa isang business, hindi mabubuo ang business. Tapos, ang organization din ay kadalasan tinatawag sa total business. Dito, ang nag-i-include ito ng facilities, manpower, material, at saka ng money. Tapos, ang isa pang definition ng organization refers to the term concept. Sa organization, mayroong mga members at bawat miyembro may kanya-kanyang duties. Tapos, kapag ginawa ng mga miyembrong ito ang kanilang duties, magiging effective yung work sila ay nagtatrabaho under ng kanilang superior. Teka, gutom na ako. Uwi na tayo. Sige, gutom na tayo.
Christina, Jane, can you please hurry up? You still need to explain what the types of organization structures are.
You don't need to shout na. Tapos na kami.
Okay, let's get started. I think can you explain the first type of organization structure?
First type, line organization. Ang line organization daw ang simplest form ng organization structure. Dito, makikita ang straight line na pagkakahanay mula sa top management patungo sa middle management hanggang lower level. Dito, merong disadvantage ang line organization. Dito kasi, kailangan i-prioritize ng manager or ng supervisor ang lahat ng activities na kanilang subordinate. Meron din naman itong advantages. Dito kasi, makikita mo talaga ang authority and responsibility ng bawat isa kaya't naiiwasan ang organization problem.
Okay, for the second type of organization structure, I'll be the one to explain it. Line and staff organization. Sa type na ito ng organization structure, ito ay gumagamit ng pagtulong ng mga experts at saka specialists. Sa pagtagal ng panahon, na-realize ng mga leader ng mga business na sa paglaki ng kumpanya nila, simula sa simple hanggang sa pakomplikado ng organization, kailangan na ay hindi kakayanin ng isang manager o iilan na manager na akuin ang mga responsibilidad ng lahat ng function tulad ng planning, ng distribution, public relation, industrial relation, at iba pang mga activities sa kumpanya. Dahil dito, nakaisip sila ng option. Ang option na ito ay ang pag-employ pa ng madaming assistants o personnel. Tapos sa mga personnel o assistant na ito ay bibigyan ng kanilang specific na trabaho. At itong mga personnel na ito ay pamumunuan ng mga superior na siyang magkakaroon ng control or authority over them para may sagwa nila kanilang mga trabaho ng maayos. At sa pagdami ng mga activities na ito, ng mga assistant, ay siyempre kakailangan pa ng personnel na tutulong sa mga ito. Ang mga assistants na ito, o special assistants, ay merong department known as staff department.
Lumako naman tayo sa ikatlo, functional organization. Sa functional organization, dito ginagamit yung kakayahan ng expert or specialist. Tapos, yung tinatanggalan ng assisting capacity ang staff, pero binibigyan naman siya ng pure authority and responsibilities para sa supervision. Siyempre, siya na yung magsusupervise ng subordinate niya. Tapos, ang functional organization, binaviolate daw nito ang isang principle ng unity of command. Dahil yung sa unity of command, kailangan isang boss lamang ang tatanggapan mo ng utos. Pero dahil nga ang sa functional organization ay meron kanya-kanyang specialization yung mga experts, sa kanila mo susundin, yung kanilang utos ang iyong susundin. Tapos yun. Piling ko yun na yun. Tapos dumako naman tayo sa ika-apat. Okay. Fourth type ng organization structure. Ang pang-apat na type na organization structure ay ang committee, kung saan kailangan ng group participation at desisyon ng bawat isa. Mayroong dalawang uri ng committee, ang ad hoc committee at ang standing committee. Sa ad hoc committee, dito ibinibigay yung mga activities na temporary lang. Samantalang sa standing committee, ibinibigay yung mga activities na permanent o yung routinary activities ng kumpanya. Sa committee, dito malalaman ng administration ang kahalagahan ng pagtutulungan ng bawat isa sa trabaho.
Wait a minute. I think I saw something on the bulletin earlier. I think it is an organization chart. What is an organization chart again?
Organization chart. Di ba yun yung nakikita sa hospital tsaka sa mga schools? Kadalasan nakikita yun doon. Ang organization chart, yung naglalaman ng posisyon ng mga miyembro ng organisasyon. Nandun yung accountability, responsibility, at saka authority ng taong umu-occupy sa position na yun. Tama ba?
Siguro.
Ano namang purpose nun?
Sa tingin ko, ang purpose nun, ang organization chart, yun yung tumutulong sa isang tao para may assist kung sa structure ng isang organization. Halimbawa, tulad nga nung sinabi, tulad sa, for example na lang pala sa school. Sa school, nandun yung kung anong mga posisyon ng mga bawat tao. Tapos, dun sa posisyon nila, dun nakabatay kung anong mga responsibility at authorities nila. Tapos doon ay, yun, pag ang isang tao ay tumingin doon, malalaman niya kung ano ang kanyang responsibility at saka kung saang department siya nakalagay. Tapos ang isang magandang organization ay malaki ang sakop niya, kumbaga nandito ang division, tapos sa division at dito nakalagay yung mga taong bumubuo sa division na ito. Tapos yun ang purpose ng organization chart.
Wait, I think I had some notes about the types of organization charts. Do you want to know?
Oo naman.
Number 1 type ay ang master type or chart of authority. The master chart shows the entire organizational structure. It is a master plan of the principal department with lines of authority and responsibility and the mutual relationships of all departments or major components. Ang second type ay ang functional type. The functional chart shows at a glance the functions and activities of the positions and departments. It shows the major responsibilities of departments or positions. Listed below each job title are brief statements of their responsibilities. Ang third type ay ang personal chart. The personal chart shows the departments in the same relative manner as the functional chart. But instead of listing the functions, the titles of the position of the names of persons are indicated. The chart also shows the class titles of all positions in the department together with their locations in the organization.
Since we already know what is the meaning of organization, I think it is better if Laura explains us the meaning of reorganization instead.
Reorganization is the process by which an existing organization undergoes changes in the size and shape of the organization structure. The change may range from simple to complex.
Enough! I already recall it. How about departmentation? How about the elements of delegation? Wait, as far as I remember, responsibility is the first. I know what's next. Authority, right? Then accountability. There are two types of organization, the formal and the informal. First, I know. So, what are we going to use? The flat or tall structure? So, this is the place we want to amend. Engineer Karina, so What are we going to do with this place? Well, we will do just some improvements. Just relax and I can do it now.
Take me back, yeah, back to summer paradise.
My heart is sinking as I'm lifting up above the clouds away from you. And I can't believe I'm leaving. Oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do. But someday I will find my way back to where your name is written in the sand. 'Cause I remember every sunset, I remember every word you said, and we were never gonna say goodbye. Singing la da 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 da, tell me how to get back to summer paradise with you. And I'll be there in a heartbeat. Oh, I'll be there in a heartbeat. Oh,
Tell 'em.
my soul is broken, streets are frozen. I can't stop these feelings melting through. And I'd give away 1,000 days, oh, just to have another one with you.
What'd you say?
Where real life can wait,
It can wait.
we're crashing like waves. We're playing in the sand,
Me and you.
holding your hand. 'Cause I remember every sunset, I remember every word you said, and we were never gonna say goodbye. Singing la da 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 da, tell me how to get back to summer paradise with you. And I'll be there in a heartbeat. Oh, I'll be there in a heartbeat. Oh,
Yeah, I remember sunny mornings and summer evenings. Now you're not next to me and I am freezing. Was it real or baby tell me, was I dreaming? How can you show me paradise when I'm leaving? Now my heartbeat is sinking, hope's shrinking. When I try to speak, no words, lips sinking. Hope this is not just wishful thinking. Tell me that you care and I'll be there in a heartbeat.
someday I will find my way back to where your name is written in the sand.
Let's go.
'Cause I remember every sunset, I remember every word you said, and we were never gonna say goodbye.
No.
Singing la da 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 da, tell me how to get back to summer paradise with you.
And I'll be there in a heartbeat.
I remember when we first kissed, and how I didn't wanna leave your lips, and how I never ever felt so high. Singing la da 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 da, so tell me how to get back to summer paradise with you. And I'll be there in a heartbeat.
Yeah,
Oh, and I'll be there in a heartbeat.
summer paradise.
Oh,